Welcome to Exmoor Horse Riding. We are a fully insured licensed equestrian centre based at Westlinch Farm, Bosington, in the southwest of England, on Exmoor. We have 5 very fit and forward-going horses who love to walk, trot and canter these beautiful hills, woods and open moorland. First out of the stables is Cirrus, a dark bay 15-year-old 15 hands high thoroughbred crossed Irish draft who came to the farm in 1996 as a 9-month-old filly. Never far away in stables or field is Nandy, a dappled grey 17-hand Irish draft horse with a touch of thoroughbred who came from the same stud as Cirrus and have been inseparable almost since birth. Rosie also arrived in 1996 as a 3-year-old green, needing backing and schooling. She is a Welsh Cob Bay, Section D, and is affectionately known as the Boss. Standing 15-1, she arrived via Wedden Cross horse sales. She soon became a firm favourite with the visitors to the Bird of Prey Centre as a pony ride, around the paddocks and for Kathy to train and learn with. Archie joined the stable in 2007 and has travelled to us from Ireland via Cumbria. He is a lovely coloured 17 hands Irish sports horse and is now a more mature 8-year-old. Over the past 3 years, these 4 horses have become the regular rides for many people, and so often we've been asked, when are you going to get a 5th horse, so you can take 4 of us out, as we have friends who would like to come with us on a half-day trail ride. Then in 2010 we finally bought the new kid on the block, Papoose, or affectionately known as Paps, a coloured who arrived from the small Welsh stud farm of Abereiron in southwest Wales. He is a 16 hands high Welsh cob crossed with an Irish sports horse and is an ideal perfect horse to complete our set. Together with Archie, our Irish sports horse, these 2 young boys enjoy each other's company in play and riding out. The following ride was just before Paps arrived. We exit the farm, past the famous Chapel of Ease, and head off down the lane through the picturesque village of Bosington, built by the Ackland family for their farm workers when they owned the 12,500 acre estate of Honeycutt. In 900 AD, the manor of Bosington appears to have been given to Athelney Abbey by King Alfred and is mentioned in the Domesday Book in 1086. Heading up through the small community of Westlinch, we come to the wooded slopes of Lynch Coombe. A coombe is the uppermost part of a valley, or a short valley, or hollow on a hill or coastline. Here we can see the restored walls of an Exmoor bank, used in bygone days as a sheep enclosure on the grass-covered hills of Somerset, famous for its sheep production. In the 1820s, the Acklands planted the trees to create a criss-cross of bridleways and hunting grounds. In 1745, the Ackland family had inherited the Honeycutt estate, including Westlinch Farm and most of Bosington. 1944, the entire estate of 170 cottages and 14 farms was given to the National Trust, who have managed it ever since. Exmoor has the longest stretch of naturally wooded coastline in the British Isles, with over 600 miles of way-marked walks and nearly 400 miles of bridleways. Moving through the woods we arrive at Selworthy, famous for its landmark whitewashed church. Selworthy was built for the infirm and aged estate workers by the Acklands as a model village and includes a village green and thatched cottages. We progress up the wooded combe of Selworthy to the top of the moor, with its stunning views over Porlock Bay and the southwest coast path which starts here on Exmoor. Britain's longest national trail of 630 miles of superb coastal walking, from Minehead on the edge of the Exmoor National Park all along the Exmoor coast to Poole Harbour in Dorset. In 1954, the 170,000 acres of Exmoor was designated a national park that straddled two counties, with 71% of the park located in Somerset and 29% located in Devon. Exmoor has the highest coastal cliffs in England of 800 feet, has England's tallest tree and over 1,000 different flowering plants and grasses. Here the open moorland of heather and gorse offers the experienced rider amazing gallops and cantering tracks. Coming down off the moor we pass through the chocolate box village of Alliford and its famous and most photographed pack horse bridge, built across the River Aller. Here our horses like to stop, take water and rest before the final stretch home. One of the thatched cottages in Alliford operated as the local primary school between 1821 and 1981 and is now a museum containing the West Somerset Rural Life Museum and Victorian School. If you've enjoyed watching this ride and would like further information about us, then please visit our website exmoor-riding.co.uk or email us on exmoor.falcon@virgin.net or phone us on 01643 862 816. Paps is now riding out with a gang of 4, and so we can accommodate up to 4 riders. We welcome experienced riders and those less accomplished to come and share our beautiful horses and arguably the most stunning countryside and bridleways in the UK. The final 2 minutes of this film shows you more of this incredible area, starting on top of Porlock Hill and the Exmoor pony, one of the oldest breeds in the world. Sir Richard Ackland, the last warden of Exmoor, took 30 ponies and established the famous Anchor herd, which still exists to this day. The Exmoor pony is the purest, oldest and most primitive of the British Isles native ponies, with some 150 breeding mares living free on Exmoor, making Exmoors a rare breed. From Porlock Hill we take in the views down the Vale of Porlock, where we take a closer look at that famous landmark church of Selworthy, a short ride from Westlinch Farm. Here in the church car park you can take in the stunning views of the Vale towards the distant moor and Dunkery Beacon, Weathers Post, Ley Hill, and of course Porlock Hill, which are all rideable from our farm. Up to 15 miles can be covered during a half-day trail ride with us. At the mouth of the Vale, where land meets sea, you will find those lovely old villages and communities of Alliford, Bosington and Westlinch. From the top of Bosington Hill, looking over the Bristol Channel and Porlock Bay with its salt marshes, to the distant southwest coastline, just 1 mile from the village of Porlock, you will discover, nestling at the bottom of the wooded Lynch Combe, the 15th century Grade 2 listed National Trust Westlinch Farm, with its homely bed and breakfast and 5 amazing horses, awaiting your visit for a truly memorable short break or holiday.